Hey guys, it's Dragon Ball for Life here today, and I'm back with another Powers to Explain video. Now, my last video I was talking about Ultra Instinct, not just Master Ultra Instinct, but Ultra Instinct in general. And, I was explaining how it works and also debunking the ridiculous claims made by the fans. Now, today I'm going to do the same thing with Ultra Ego, but only one ability from Ultra Ego, and that is the ability to get stronger through taking damage. And even though it's still quite new and fresh, and there isn't really any fans that are stating that this form is super OP and it can't be stopped at all, like how they did with the Ultra Instinct, where they're like, you can't touch Goku at all. His defense is perfect to the point where nobody can put their hands on him. This one does have some fans, kind of, I would say, a little bit over exaggerating the ability, but nowhere near to that level. And I'll get to explain what I mean by that. Now, the ability to tank damage and get stronger from it is nothing new in Dragon Ball, especially Dragon Ball Super. I mean, we saw this with Hit. Hit was getting stronger throughout the fight progressed. He didn't need to get stronger through getting hit, but he was able to get stronger by just, standing in a position and just existing, pretty much. And then we saw this with, especially with Goku Black. Every time he was getting beaten in a fight, he was just getting stronger and stronger. And then towards the ending, he was getting stronger just by getting a little bit angry. So yeah, we've seen this before, but I would say that they did it far more in this one. And this form confuses people. This ability confuses people a little bit, because after seeing what happened through the manga and Vegeta, fighting against Gas twice, or against Granola and then against Gas, a lot of people's assumptions are, how is he getting taken down if he's getting stronger from every each hit? So I'm here to explain that. Now, I don't know why people think that just because an ability has a certain thing they can do, that means it has no limits to that. Yes, it might be OP and it might be very helpful, but there's still going to be limitations to it. So yeah, even though he would be able to absorb damage and get stronger from it, that doesn't mean that he can absorb every and all damage. There should still be a limit or a cap on top of how much damage he can take. Because let's say this for argument of sake. Let's say for argument of sake that it had no limit, and you can hit it as much as you want, and he just gets stronger and stronger. How are you supposed to defeat this guy physically then? Because every attack you fire at him, either it's energy or a physical attack, this guy's not only going to be able to tank it, but get stronger from it. So he would continuously get infinitely stronger and have an infinite amount of defense, which would make him invincible. Which would, like, how do you kill him then? You would need some extreme levels of abilities to beat him. But in the manga, they don't go to that extent. He can be beaten. He was beaten by Granola and he's beaten by Gas. And I saw a lot of fans arguing and complaining, like, how can he be beaten if this ability does that? And I was just like, just because it does that doesn't mean they could tank every damage. Luckily, there are smart people that are arguing that the reason why it can't tank, he's getting beaten, is the fact that even though it absorbs damage and gets him stronger, there should still be a limit to it. If somebody hits him with too much power or too much amount of damage, his body can't handle it. So the whole point of this ability is to take damage and get stronger from it. But if you overtax it, the ability will stop and the person will go unconscious, because even if you get stronger, it should be some limit to it. And if the attack is big enough and powerful enough, he can't handle it. He won't be able to, get strong from it. It will just end up killing him. So yeah, like I said, because if that wasn't the case, that, his body gets overtaxed from the damage that he takes, which would have to beat him, if they didn't implement that, then he would basically have invincibility and have infinite growing strength, which would be too OP. How do you beat a guy that every attack you throw at him, he can not only take it, but get stronger from it? So they did do that, but they still put a limit to it. And I think that's the best way to write OP abilities. You can have some ridiculous abilities, but you still need to have some limitations to it. And the thing is, a lot of these abilities that fans do state that are untouchable do have these limitations. It's just that the fans don't try to, acknowledge the limitations and try to give these no-limit fallacies. But this one, I wouldn't say it was a no-limit fallacy. It was just fans not understanding and saying, how could this be possible? And saying stuff like that. But it's just like, it makes sense. And also it's like, if it was the way you were expecting it to be, then Vegeta wouldn't be able to be beaten. It's just ridiculous. So yeah, that ability is OP. It can take damage and get stronger, but if he takes too much damage, like a high volume of damage, it can overtax his body and it can knock him out. And if he takes like a massive amount of damage instantly, like like let's say a Kamehameha hits him with amount of power that far exerts what he can tank, then it will obliterate him and kill him, and he wouldn't get stronger from it. And it makes sense. So that's great. Like I said, if he had no limitations, then there wouldn't be any way to beat him. So I don't see the problem with that, to be honest. Yeah, that's my debunk of my explanation of the Hakai energy and my debunk of it. Not specifically Hakai energy, but that ability from it. They don't have a specific name, so I'm just gonna call it the Hakai form, whatever. Itself. I will be making more debunks, not just on Dragon Ball characters and their abilities, but other characters, because I feel like there's a ton of characters out there that have ridiculous abilities, and I'm not saying that these abilities aren't super strong, but I feel like people, when they see them, when they see a powerful ability, they automatically assume that they can do that against anybody, they're untouchable. But if that was the case, they wouldn't be able to be beaten. And most characters are not unbeatable characters. It's just that there's a select few. And I will give you a little bit of foresight to what's to come in the future. I will be doing one on Giovanni Giorno's gear Requiem. I forgot what Golden Requiem. Yeah, his gears Golden Requiem. I'm also gonna be talking about Your Watch or Your Watch, whatever his name was, from Bleach, the 1,000-Year War. I'm gonna be talking about his ability, the Almighty or whatever. And I will be also talking about other characters outside of fiction, in anime and outside of anime that have abilities. If you guys do have a suggestion for a character that has a ridiculously OP ability that has been winked by fans and stated by fans that it's untouchable and unbeatable, give me any suggestions. If I know it, I can just make a video about it. If I don't, I will do some research and look it up and see what are these abilities and what are they capable of. Because I do see a lot of times when fans like a character or certain characters, like they can do this. Like for example, Itachi, he has his genjutsu. I forgot which one it was called. It's not Tsukuyomi. It's I forgot which one it was. I'll look it up when I do the video on it, because I will cover that. But when he does that, the argument is, if you just look at him, he can get anybody. It's like, no, he can get a lot of people, but there's still certain people he can't get. So I don't like no limit fallacies. I hate when people do that in debates. It's like, oh, this is my favorite character, I like them, so I'm gonna wank them and say this ability can trump everything, even the character's far more powerful. But yeah, if you guys have any suggestions, I'll be very appreciated. I'll take it in and I'll try to make a video on it and do my best to give you an in-depth analysis of it and debunk why it isn't as powerful as people say it is. But I do have a couple. I'm going to be doing on Itachi's Genjutsu. I'm going to do it on Giovanni Giorno's Golden Experience Requiem, and I will be doing it on Your Watch's Almighty ability. So, but that will take some time. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this type of videos. If you guys want to go check it out, I will have it in my playlist of Powers Explained. I'll also have this one on my Dragon Ball Explained and my debunking video. But those next ones are going to just be on my Powers Explained video playlist and my debunking playlist, if you guys want to go check that out directly. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and stay tuned for next time.